Welcome back, ladies and gents. Today we're breaking down the gnarly, crazy guitar solo from Avenged Sevenfold's The Fight. We start on the high E string with a slide from 16 to 17 with our pinky. Index finger moving on to 13. All alternate picking right now. Move on to the B string 15, 14 on the G. Go back to the high E, slide from 15 to 16 using our ring finger. Go to 12 on the high E, skip the B string, go straight to 16, 15, shift our fingers up to the D string 17, go back to G 15, 15 on the B. From here you slide from 13 to 15 on high E, and here you sweep, starting first with a down pick on 13, high E, go to the B string 15, upstroke, G string 14, upstroke, D string 15, upstroke. And from there you move on with your index finger to 12, also with a downstroke. And then with our middle finger we're going to bar the 14th fret, upstroke the next three notes. So that's downstroke, upstroke 14, 14, 14. For exercise 2, we're starting off right where we left off. We were barring the 14th fret, and we're going to use our index finger on the 15. This is a tricky one. You're going to want to slide from 15 to 18, then back to 15 really quickly. From there, we're going to want to use our index finger on the 14 G string, slide to 10. That frees up our other fingers, middle and index, to move on to 12 on the D and 12 on the A. Go back to 12 on the D, slide to 15. From there we're going to do chromatic ascending runs. So that's 14 on the same string, D. Move on to the G string 11. We're using all four fingers here, 4 notes consecutively right after each other. So that'll be 11, 12, 13, 14, and then at the end you double on that 14. Important thing to note is when you're doubling that last note, you have to have a pause between them. So that's from there we move on to 14 still on the G string, also doing 4 notes right after each other using all 4 fingers. And then doubling the last note. From here we're going to the G and we're going to implement a pre-bend release that looks as follows. You're going to be pre-bending without picking or making any sound the 12th note. Then you're going to pick it and then release, bend it again, release, and then pick it again. And then we're going to do the same process, pre-bend, release, bend, release, and then move to the 10 this time. So that's next up, we have a nice little shred, including a lot of chromatics in. Really fun signature, I'd say, shred from Synyster Gates on this solo. Take a look. So we're starting that hammer on 14, 15 on the D string. That's one downstroke, then we start with an upstroke on the chromatic ascending run. So that's 12 with our index finger on the G string. 13, 14, 15, we end the 15 with a downstroke. We continue to the B string, sweep picking with that same downstroke. Move with our index finger 12 on the high E, continuing with that downstroke. Now upstroking 15 on the B, picking 14 still on the B string, going upwards with our stroke to 14 on the G, then you shift to the 10th note, same string G, pick that, pick it again, go to the 12, 13, another chromatic ascending run on the B string, starting from the 10, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, and then move to high E, 10, skip the 11, it's only 3 notes on this string, 12, 13. For the next exercise, we're going to be doing a little stroking of the neck, if you will. Also something that's very kind of a signature thing for Synyster Gates to do in Avenged Sevenfold. So we're going to be sliding really from nowhere lower on the fretboard. It's all on the D string. So we're starting the first slide by picking, and just from anywhere really, as long as it's quick enough. 12, 14, 17. From there you go back to the 12th with your index finger. We're going to do a little bit of a legato. We're going to hammer on pick 12, hammer on 14, 15, then go to the G string, hammer on picking first 12, hammer on 14, bend it, or should I say vibrate it real nice. Then we're going to go to 14 on D, also a little bit of legato. You're going to be doing 14, hammer on 15, hammer on 17, same thing on the G string. Except on the 17th note, we're going to bend it nice and high. So that's And for the last bit, we have a nice little alternate picking bit, very melodic, pretty fun to end it with, and then with a nice strong bend at the end. So that's on the B string, 17, 14. We're utilizing this whole time mostly our pinky and index fingers, so pay attention. By the way, each note we're playing twice in this last pattern. So that's 17, 14, shift higher, 20, 17, still on the B string, then we go on the high E, 18, 17, skip the B string, go to the G, we have 19, 15, then we go back on the high E, that's 17 this time with our middle finger, 15, shift higher on the high E, 20, go back to the B string, 18, and then pick 20 on the B string and bend it nice and high. Thanks a lot for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and stick around for more. Just subscribe. I'll see you all again next time.